The protests began Saturday as mourners gathered in Tehran turned their anger on Iran's rulers. Hundreds returned Sunday following calls on social media chanting "Resign" and "Death to liars." Riot police were deployed in public squares across the capital. Videos posted on social media, which have not been independently verified by VOA, showed demonstrations spreading to the cities of Isfahan and Rasht. There appears to be widespread public anger at the government's initial attempt to deny responsibility for shooting down the plane.
I can only say that the denial and covering up of the truth over the past 3 days greatly added to the suffering and pain of the families.
Our media tried to describe the cause of the incident as a technical issue because of their interest in political reasons, but later developments changed the game and they had to tell the truth.
Britain's ambassador was briefly arrested Saturday. He says he was attending a vigil to the crash victims, but left when the protests began. Pro-government protesters gathered outside the British embassy Sunday, demanding his expulsion. US President Donald Trump tweeted support for the anti-government demonstrations and warned Tehran against what he called another massacre of peaceful protesters. Iran's Fars news agency said demonstrators had torn down posters of Qasem Soleimani, the general who was killed in a US drone strike over a week ago. Iran responded to his killing with missile strikes on 2 military bases used by American and Western forces in Iraq. It appears that the Ukrainian Airlines jet was accidentally hit by a missile just after it had taken off from Tehran's airport early Wednesday. Several people filmed the incident on their mobile phones. For 3 days, Iran denied it had shot down the plane. Mounting evidence from crash investigators led the Iranian government to change its story. The commander-in-chief of Iran's Revolutionary Guard Corps, which was responsible for the incident, spoke to lawmakers in Parliament Sunday.
We were at war with America, and we still are. We are soldiers of this nation and devotees of this people. I swear to Almighty God that I wished I were in that plane and had crashed with them and had burned, but had not witnessed this tragic incident.
Iran's government appears to be lurching from one crisis to the next. First, the US killing of its top general, and then growing global condemnation over its handling of the plane missile strike. Now Iran is facing growing pressure from its own people.